Hey, what's going on, Shrimp Keepers? It is Saturday, which means a Shrimp Saturday, and I actually have the in-laws in town this weekend, so I was going to do a myths of shrimp keeping and go over a few other things, but I'm going to postpone that to next week just because of lack of time. And so I did want to do a video, though, and earlier this week I shot a video of how I make, how I make shipping boxes, and just go through a little bit of a tutorial. And it's good to make these shipping boxes for living animals like reptiles or fish or shrimp, and it's how we ship all of our shrimp around the U.S. So I figured some of you, being hobbyists, and most of us do sell our shrimp or fish that we breed, and so it's kind of a good video to learn how to just make these cheap shipping boxes, and you can get the boxes on USPS or whatever. And so enjoy the video. All right, so we start off with this green like foam board. We use 8x4 sheets. I actually get them from Lowe's. So we actually got a ton of them. I think we got like 40 sheets. We use 1/2 inch. And then how I got so many is I went in and they had them marked wrong. And so I got them for like half the price. I think they're 4x8 sheet. They're normally like, I don't know, between 10 and 20 bucks. I really don't remember. So I bring it in here. This is like our lobby area. I got it set up to make shipping boxes. So I literally just cut these in half, the boards, because they're too hard to work with. I got this little hot knife type deal set up on a table. And what happens is this thing heats up and it melts straight through the plastic. I use this as a guard, so I set my length of how big of a piece I want to cut and literally just slide it through over and over again. And then I make like these long sheets that are like this. And then I'll go through and I'll cut them this way afterwards and get the measurement that I need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the smaller pieces right now, and then I'll show you guys that process. Alright, so literally all we do, we kick this puppy on, heats up, we start on the flat edge, and let me show you. There we go. You want to start on the flat edge, make sure you got a nice straight cut, and we'll just work this thing nice and slow. Because it's a pretty big sheet, to be honest, so it's hard to work it nice. You just slowly work it through there. You want to get as best a cut as you can. And the goal is you want to stay as still as possible, like kind of stay in the same spot. Because once you start moving with the sheet, you'll get little jagged edges, like I had to move right there. You just get not very good cuts. And this is a slow, tedious process. And it's definitely some learning curves. And there we go. Here's the first piece. You can see nice flat cuts. And I'll give you guys a close-up on these. And then you just keep working with it. You just keep going off the same side. And, you know, the farther you get down, the easier it gets, because the smaller the piece gets. If you don't feel comfortable doing this big of a piece, you can cut it down into smaller portions. But the only thing with that is once you cut it down, you don't have as straight of edges as the factory edges. So you want to try to keep as straight edges as you can when you start cutting, or you'll get some pretty crooked pieces. Trust me, I've been there. But always leave yourself like 1/8 of an inch smaller. It's always better to be smaller than too big, because too big you're going to have to go back and cut it. Smaller, you can work it together where it still fits together nicely. So I'm just going to keep doing this, and we'll get as many cuts as we can out of this. Like I said, one of the most important things when cutting this foam is staying in the same spot as long as you possibly can. Like I said, once you start moving your feet around, every time you move your feet, you definitely will get a little bowed edge. Like there, I got a little jagger. In the end, you just do the best you can, and the boxes will look as good as they can. These hot knives, you can get them on Amazon. I think that's where I got mine. They run about $150. So they're not cheap, but if you plan on shipping a lot, it's definitely cheaper than buying
pre-made boxes, which I don't know. Some people sell pre-made boxes like the 6x7x7 or the 7x7x6. I guess it really doesn't matter. They sell them for like $4 a piece, something like that. And it's all about how much time you have and how much work you want to put into it.
I did want to chime in. So I keep saying a hot knife when it's actually a hot wire. So yeah, just so you guys know. And it gets pretty boring watching me just keep cutting styrofoam. So I figured you guys need a little break and a little what's up. So yeah, so thanks for still watching, and I'll let you get back to watching me cut some foam.
Ooh, it's a good thing to show you. So every once in a while the hot knife will actually break. It really sucks when it happens. The big thing is to know is don't touch it. This thing gets hot. But it'll just break. You can see there's a little, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it just snapped off, so I'll throw that piece away. And then you just unwind some more of the spool and keep on going. And a lot of people actually make their own hot knives, which I'm not that good. But I think eventually, oh, this is the other thing. This sucks when you try to get it back on there. What I'll try to do is actually get it on while it's not hot. If I can do it without breaking the wire again. So I have a pretty messed up piece right there. And the reason it broke is because I was just going too fast and rushing it. Like I was saying, some people make their own. I think eventually, probably within this year, I'll make my own, and I'll make it so, like it's got like, you know, six or seven hot knives all built into one. That way I can just slide a 4-foot piece through all at the same time and just cut it all at once, instead of having to keep cutting over and over and over again. And usually how it works out is 2 sheets will normally make about 20 boxes roughly. Maybe a little bit more. I gotta measure it out. I think 1 sheet makes 13 times 3, 39. Yeah, 2 sheets will make about 40 boxes. So I was a little off. This last piece I'm literally cutting off about. I'll show you. I mean, it's like 1/4 of an inch. So it's really nice when these measure up almost perfect, because then you don't have a lot of waste and just utilizing more of it. And what I end up actually doing, which is pretty cool, is I'll have a lot of these, there's a good piece. I'll get a lot of these like scrap pieces left over. And so what I'll actually do is I'll break this up into little pieces. And when I ship hard goods, I'll actually use this as packing peanuts. And it's just a way to recycle and utilize what I have. So it works out pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the next piece. And I'll show you guys the next step after that. And hope you guys enjoyed. I forgot to mention prior, when you buy these, they come with this little groove in here so that you could put these pieces together. You want to cut this off. So what I do, let me grab my knife. I get a fine razor blade, something like this. You want to have a brand new tip on it so it's nice and sharp. And you'll literally, again, I'm doing this with one hand. So let me actually switch hands. Hey, look at that good camera work. I'll literally put it in there, Let me see. And I'll just slide it down the whole way and just cut that whole lip off. That way when you do your measurements on how big you want your boxes, you're not going to accidentally forget about it and cut the wrong size because you got that lip on there. So definitely cut that lip off. It's on both sides, so make sure to do that. Just a little tip, something that I've made many mistakes with before. Alright, so about, I don't know, 25 minutes later I got all my cuts done. And these are for the 7 by 7 by 6 boxes from USPS. I got my 7-inch cut right here, and I just got to go back through and cut it 7 inches again. These ones are 5 inches, and then I got to cut it 6.5 inches long, and then I'll have enough for a bunch of boxes. And here's what the finished product looks like. They fit together really nice. So you can see there's really no gaps. I mean, this stuff, it really does fit together nicely. And this is what a shipping box looks like. And all I do is take one of the 7-inch by 7-inch pieces, put it right on top, and there you go. Free shipping boxes online, cheap installation. It works out to a pretty efficient box. So that's what I got for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully some of you can learn something from this. Get the cutter online, the hot knife, and just go to town, do your thing, and save some money making shipping boxes. So you guys have a great week, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Later.
Well, hey guys, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you're still watching the end, you guys are awesome. And hopefully there really are some people that learn some things from this video and can go out there and make some cheap shipping boxes. And so you guys make it an absolute awesome weekend. Enjoy yourselves, and I will definitely talk with you guys soon. Oh, and next weekend, this weekend coming up, Corey from Aquarium Co-op is going to be here. Lucas Bretz is going to be here. Jim from, I never remember his YouTube channel. It's like Shishimi something, I don't know. But he's going to be here too, so it's just going to be a fun weekend. I'm going to get a lot of video, a lot of content, and maybe I'll even do a live stream for the first time with you guys. So that's what I got for you guys on this Shrimp Saturday. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk with you guys soon. Later.